The Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series is presented by AmFirst Credit Union and sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, VMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, American Bait Works, TH Marine, and FishAlabama.org.
Welcome into the Alabama Bass Trail 100, Wilson Lake, the third and final stop for 2025. $100,000 on the line, $25,000 to the first place. And as you may notice, we're a couple hours late. We're going to go ahead and get this started like we do each and every Alabama Bass Trail event by standing up, removing our hats, and paying honor to our soldiers who serve this great country here and around the world by the playing of our national anthem. All right. Mr. Lucas Black, are you ready to take us out of here? Ready to roll. Miss Daphne, I hope you're watching. There he is from St. Simon's Island. Mr. Lucas Black and Slick Jones, boat number 1, you are free to go. Boat number 2, they are second in the AOY points. Zeke Gossett and Ethan King. Boat number 4, Jed Lamb and Andrew Loberg. Boat number 4, Walt Roberts and Robert Greenberg. Yeah, boat number 4. I called you 4. Boat number 6, Stephen McAvoy and Josh Butts. Boat number 7, Dustin Seaborn and Benji Seaborn. Boat number 9, Matt Adams and Jason Whitehead. Boat number 10, Michael Briggs and Jonathan Nixon. Boat number 12, Rob Lee and Steve Winslet. Boat number 13, John Pollard and Stephen Navarre. Boat number 14, Kayla McNeil and Taylor Luna. Boat number 15, Brian Stifler and Wesley Gore. Boat number 16, Chad Schroeder and Chance Perry. Boat number 17, Ken Walters and Dallas Weldon. Boat number 18, Eric White and Eddie Jewell. Boat number 19, Todd Beavers and Kyle Sellers, winners of Lake Eufaula. Boat number 20, Lee Black and Casey Mims. Boat number 21, Mike Young and Mel Kennedy. Boat number 22, Dakota Gaskin. Boat number 23, Weston Hardiman and Brittany Hardiman. Brittany being a trooper this morning. Boat number 24, Matthew Johnson and Trevor Radich. Boat number 25, Terry Mann and Terry Pryor. Boat number 26, Thomas Roach and Kevin Williams. Boat number 27, Troy Simback and Terry McCormick. Boat number 28, Jason Thomason and Tim Hatcher. Boat number 29, Greg Werner and Boston Werner. Boat number 30, L.J. Brown and Kota Kiriyama. Boat number 31, Jeff Cannon and Tom Messer. Boat number 32, Chris Rutland and Russ Lane. Boat number 33, Elliot Galt. Boat number 34, Amanda Williams and Buck Williams. Gotta get my paper turned, hold on. Oh Lord, I can't get my paper turned. Okay. Boat number 35, currently leading the Angler of the Year race, Justin Bussey and Ben Webb. Boat number 36, Anthony Goggins and Randy Wiggins. Boat number 37, even he made it on time today, Britt Crow and Joe Lucarelli. Boat number 38, Kelly J. and Lanier Burton. Boat number 39, Lawrence Judd and Jamie Butler. Boat number 40, Marty Gentry. Boat number 41, Mitch Mitchell and Austin Weaver. Boat number 42, David Pear and Jimmy Mason. Boat number 43, Justin Strickland and Christian Smith. Boat number 44, Stephen West and Clayton Ellis. Boat number 45, Clint Blackwood and Briar Chambers. Boat number 46, Matt Green and Taylor Thompson. Boat number 47, Derek Hicks and Alex Davis. Boat number 48, John Kellett and Robert Story. Boat number 49, Adam Lynn. Boat number 50, Johnny Patterson and Brian Douglas. Boat number 51, Mickey McHenry and Kim Carver. Skipping to boat number 53, Rusty White Jr. and Brian Elder, former winners on the Alabama Bass Trail 100. Boat number 54, Brian Adamson and Ryan Lloyd. Boat number 55, Kenneth Grover and Bob Blackerby. See you, Kenneth. Boat number 56, Justin Kirk and Blake Hollingsworth. Boat number 57, Matthew Hurd.
All right, we're rolling. Well, we were able to start right on the second place team of the AOY, Zeke Gossett, Ethan King. We've got, man, this has been an interesting morning already. We had a fog delay. Oh, Ethan's hooked up right now. Ethan's hooked up, Zeke's grabbing the net. Looks like it was a drum. So we made, just a short run. These guys are right here by the ramp, and I didn't even get to do the intro, but good morning, everybody. Hope y'all are enjoying this brisk Saturday morning in November. Out on Wilson Lake this morning. We ended up blasting off at 9, 2 hours later than we were originally anticipating blasting off. There was a very, very heavy fog delay this morning, and now we're getting things going. Luke, Duncan, and Jason Duran are headed up towards the dam, Wheeler Dam, and going to be messing around at the tail race all day with quite the crowd up there. So I'm going to be covering the lower end of the lake. Well, honestly, the whole rest of the lake, because Luke and Jason are going to be at the concrete all day. So not a very big lake. But one thing that was interesting to hear from the dock talk this morning was all the fish that are being caught on the lower end and the potential to win this tournament on the lower end. I talked to two different teams that were catching really big bags of fish. One guy said that all 3 days of practice down on this lower end, they caught 22 pounds, 22 and a half, and 23 pounds, and they weighed all of them on Bubba scale. So with the potential to weigh in 23 pounds, obviously it's going to be difficult to win just because you know that the tournament should, in theory, be won on the upper end of the lake, but who knows? And again, I mentioned this earlier, but this is boat number 2, Zeke Gossett, Ethan King. They're second place right now in the ABT 100 Angler of the Year. Only 2 points back, so obviously they're looking to win Angler of the Year in the ABT 100 would be crazy. They already won the overall Angler of the Year this year in the ABT.
Boat number 94, Jackie Flack and Ethan Flack. Boat number 95, Jason Kilpatrick and Keenan Connell. Boat number 96, Ted Paisley and Mark Condren. Boat number 97, Jeremy Robinson and Marty Lycos. Boat number 98, Trent Surratt and Johnny Surratt. Boat number 99, J.T. Russell and Jeff Russell. And boat number 100 bowed out of this event, so they will not be coming by. That's it. 100 boats, $100,000, 100% payback back to the anglers on the Alabama Bass Trail 100. After this event wraps up, we will have paid out $1.5 million in this series alone. Thank you guys. 10 states represented here in the Alabama Bass Trail 100. We're going to get out on the water and do some quick fish catching. We got 2 hours of live coverage coming at you right now.
All right, Miss Kay, thank you. And the 100 blast off is really fast, and there's a lot of energy this morning. All the guys, it's a smaller field. Obviously, the regular ABT is 225 teams. This is the 100 series, so we can have your regular weekend angler can also fish with a pro angler. So there's several Elite Series pros, BPT pros, and guys that normally couldn't fish the regular ABT are here in this event. So that's fun. Good to get to fish against some pros, but also the stakes are just so much higher. The prizes are bigger, and honestly, the competition, it's more condensed, and I would say it's I don't know if it's more competition or tougher competition, but definitely 100 guys that know how to catch fish, and I don't know, man, they're just so exciting. A lot of fish are being caught. This went really, really well all up at the dam and the tail race, but also on this lower end. And like I said earlier, we've started already on Zeke and Ethan. They caught one fish, but it was a drum, but they're throwing at a bunch of fish. They're mixing up a topwater and a jerkbait, it looks like, predominantly. And very locked in. Also, I don't think Kenny caught this just a second ago, but a raccoon was on the bank right above Zeke and Ethan right now. I can't see it anymore, but we might have seen that. Also, if y'all are at home watching today, if you're watching on Facebook specifically, please share this video. We're not going to be on live very long. Typically, we would have already been on for about 2 hours. We're not going to have much time today, so we're going to ask you to share this video, comment wherever you're watching from, and if you've got any fishing questions, make sure you put them in the comments below, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube. Put them in the comments below. We'll be able to ask these guys how they're catching them, any fishing questions you've got. We'll ask anglers. And as I've mentioned many times in the past, but we've got these iPads, and on the iPad, if I can get it pulled up, can you give me just 1 second? On the iPads, we've got trackers on around 30 teams in this event. So I can literally scroll and see where every person's at that's fishing the event. So if you want us to cover somebody specific, make sure and comment them down below as well. I'm out on the lower end. Luke Duncan and Jason Duran are headed towards the upper end, but we can see where everybody's at. So if your favorite person is fishing this event or you want us to go cover somebody specific, just let us know and try to go track them down. Welcome, Jason.
We don't know either. Darian, you there, bud?
I'm here, man.
My cameraman will turn back towards takeoff and just let everybody watch what's going on here. Darian, I will just say if it was a boat race, it was a boat race to get here today. Everybody was safe. And looks like so far we've all made it. And it is going to be crowded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 33 boats at this point.
Wow. And they're still coming. I was looking at the tracker and they are still coming.
I'm gonna slide up a little bit and get in here with them. What's y'all's boat number? 10. We're on boat number 10.
Sounds like we've got Luke Duncan about to enter the chat as well.
Yeah, Luke Duncan's over there. Where'd you go, Luke? I saw you for a second.
Welcome, Luke Duncan. Did you make it up to the dam?
Well, my first pun of the day is damn, it's crowded, but I mean that in the concrete term. I know it's a kid's show, but this is, I fished this lake my whole life. I fished a lot of tournaments below this dam. I've never seen anything like this, boys. I'm not gonna lie, this is something to see. We're on boat 27, Troy Simbeck and Terry McCormick. Some hometown boys that I've known for a lot of years. I used to fish a bass club against these guys. They got a lot of experience down here, and they are sitting in an area where a lot of tournaments have been won recently.
Comes a turn.
And obviously the word is out that most tournaments get won up here from the way it's looking this morning. Of course, Jason's over in the tail race. I'm actually kind of more on the slackwater side, and you've got some locals up here mixing it up. We're gonna see a lot of live bait fishermen today. And we're going to see a lot of basket caught, I have a feeling. We've got a short time with you, though, as Darian explained, because of this fog delay here on ABT Live. But big smallmouth and big largemouth, this is where they live. My dad used to say when I was a kid, once a bass got to about 3 pounds on the lower end of the lake, they just immediately hooked a left and came to the dam because this is where the buffet's at. So we're going to stay with you and hang in up here. Jason's directing traffic.
Hey, Luke,
go ahead.
Luke,
Go
this is
ahead,
the first
Jared.
time
Jason
that
over
I've
here
ever been able
directing
to
traffic.
be on live and look at you and talk to you. This is gonna be great.
This is weird. And I know you already gave them a boat count. You already gave them a boat count, but there's more boats coming. Your count needs to be updated, buddy.
50 at least.
It's getting closer to half the field. Yeah, it is. It's something to see. There's no doubt about it. And I would like to say to the fellow that's in a kayak in the middle of this, buddy, you didn't know what was going to be happening today.
He did not.
He looked like he had just seen Bigfoot when I ran by him. He was like, "What is happening? What is happening?" He does not have Facebook. Hey, boys!
It's kind of like Mad Max. Remember that movie?
Yes, definitely a Mad Max.
It's kind of like that.
This morning. Mad Max Dam of Fury, the sequel is coming out. It's just a bunch of phoenixes trying to get to the dam.
Taking flight.
Terry McCormick that I'm here with and Troy Sembeck. Terry actually lives on the lake, got a house about 4 miles from here. So he's definitely seen his share of bass on Wilson Lake. We've got everything from Bassmaster Classic champs, Bassmaster Anglers of the Year, to Tennessee River guides and hammers up here. I see Jimmy Mason over there. Jason, this is like being on a red carpet, I think. Is this how people feel when they do that kind of stuff? They're interviewing people on a red carpet?
It is exactly like that.
The Rock.
And I kind of feel like it's also where, when you go to a parking lot and you pay to park and you look down at your parking number and you go write it in. I feel like these guys did that yesterday. Like, I'm going to be in this spot tomorrow. I prepaid my spot, so y'all stay out of the way. Is that kind of what happened?
I don't know. A lot of times that goes out the window once the deal starts. Once the dance starts. Got Terry McCormick hooked up, but I believe it could be a drum. They're not getting too excited. We'll see. Troy Sembeck is not worried about it, so I think it could be a trash fish. Of course, there are lots of those up here. I see some guys hung on rocks. I see some guys catching drum. I've not seen a bass yet, but it won't be long. Yep, gonna be a drum to Terry McCormick.
So Luke, if you were fishing this, where would you want to be right now?
Where I'm at.
Oh, okay.
Over here.
Okay.
No, man, I really like that current seam where you're at, Jason. That's a great place, because the cool thing about that current seam is you can catch smallmouth throwing over into the fast water, and you can catch largemouth being lazy, hanging right there on the edge of it. That's always a real popular area, obviously. That's why you see everybody kind of ganged up right there. But yeah, really that gaggle of boats you're in is where I like to fish.
You call it gaggle?
I was going to say, maybe you picked the wrong spot.
A gaggle
because,
of boats,
like, all these guys like this spot.
Gaggle's a nice word. I might start using that.
Jason, I may have some insider information on you. Insider trading. I bet the kayak guy is paddling as fast as he can to get back to his truck.
Well, Luke, I don't know if you heard this when y'all were running still, but Zeke and Ethan started right here close to the ramp, and they are scoping some sort of walking bait and some sort of a jerk bait. They've caught 2 drums, and they must be seeing a lot of fish, because they are throwing in every which direction around the boat. No bass yet.
You know, that surprises me a little bit with those guys. All right, we're hooked up right here in this boat, Jared, and they got the net out. I'm not sure who this boat is we're showing right now. They're not too far from us, but they definitely have one on. They got the net. Taking their time with it. Looks like a good one on a spinning rod. Let's see. Decent smallmouth right there for that team. I'm not sure who that is. We'll make our way over there here pretty soon. Just trying to let everybody get settled in and stay out of the way is the biggest thing. That's the hardest thing, Jason, staying out of the way, right? It's not easy.
Yeah, that's why I just kind of said, I'm going to sit here.
Especially
if anybody
with
wants this spot, I'll move. But
yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of chaos around here, Jason. And folks at home, we apologize. It's not going to be easy for us to identify each and every team that we're around. We're going to try to show you fish catches and do our best to find out who's doing the catching, but it's not easy. Everybody's bundled up. That doesn't make it easy. For sure.
All right, looks like we're going to leave it with y'all for a minute. Zeke and Ether are going to make a little run.
All right, Darian's out. Hey, am I in y'all's way right here? Okay, just making sure. I just kind of trying to get as far back as I could and spot lock. Yeah, I saw McCormick put it on that drum. I need the next one to be a smallmouth, Terry. I know you do too. What's that? You never even got up. Troy Simbeck said he didn't even get the net. He wasn't worried about it. He knew it was a drum that Terry had on earlier. These guys have fished together for years and years and years, man, and there are a lot of locals in this event that would love to see Terry and Troy win this thing. If they can't, that's for sure. Highly thought of two individuals right there on the Tennessee River. Jason, have you seen a bass hit a live well yet, where you're at?
I have not. I may have one coming in right now on the blue boat, just 3 down.
Okay, yeah, I see them with the net. It's rare we get to do this, for sure, Jason. I get to see everything you got going on in real time.
In real time, no delay on this one. Oh, not a good one. Got a little old trash fish. Look good though. Everybody on this line was watching.
I bet, yeah.
When it
And what you'll
wasn't
see,
a good
if I'd have
fish,
been a
everybody
bass,
went,
the line-
ah, good.
Yeah, everybody was watching, but if had it been a good fish, the line would have gotten a lot tighter all of a sudden.
Exactly.
Yeah, all of a sudden you become really popular at the dam when you start catching them. You have friends you never knew you had.
I think this guy on our left is a local. Doesn't have a tag on his trolling motor, so.
Yeah, there's
Appreciate
a
him
couple
being out here
locals up
today.
here. Couple locals up here today, for sure.
He's out all the way up in there, Luke. I can't see from here.
Where's that, buddy? Where you talking about?
Up
Half the
against
dam,
the
like
concrete, right by the generator. Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's a wrap boat, but I can't tell what kind of wrap.
Yeah, that's what I'm. We got these old eyes now.
He's in a good spot, but a very tough spot to fish, just because of the generator there. It's not easy to control your boat, obviously.
Well, he's fishing solo too.
Miss K might be able to answer this, but is Donnie Beck flying solo today? Because I feel like I see
Oh,
Donnie by himself,
Where's-
maybe, back here behind me.
they didn't say they were when I talked to him earlier this week.
They're either fishing solo or somebody's sitting down. It may not be Donnie then. The biggest thing up here, you know, everybody hears about, it's like me and Miss Kay talked about on the podcast. You hear the dam, the dam, the dam, it's where it's going to go down, it's where I got to go. But just because you're up here doesn't mean that you necessarily have a fighting chance, because there are spots within the spot, right? This is a massive area, and I mean, you can catch 25 pounds off of one rock. But you gotta get your bait presented to the right way, and you gotta know where that one rock's at. And that's where some of our guys that have spent years of their lives up here have an advantage over the rest of the field today. And, you know, I feel like, especially with the fog delay shortening things, you don't get a ton of bites up here. The bites you get are normally big, but if you're not catching, you know, if you're not used to kind of the feast or famine nature that this presents up here at Wheeler Dam, or any tail race really, you're going to get out of here after an hour or so. I think we'll see some boats peel out, especially after a couple of hours. Potentially. Just because you get spun out. Everybody wants to get bites, especially when you're fishing for 25,000, but you could leave the winning fish, and that's where, you know, the Donnie Becks, the Tony Harveys, Trent and Johnny Surratts of the world, and so many others that are in this, they know that all it takes is 5 casts up here, and you gotta go all in.
Here's a look at Rob Lee and Steve Winslet.
Have you thought about running over where they're fishing, like Darian would?
Well, he's casting right at my trolling motor, so I feel like I'm doing the Darien, actually.
It is a little nerve-wracking. A little nerve-wracking. Don't want to get in anybody's way. I've just been got the Garmin Force in anchor lock mode, just trying to stay still.
Oh, he stopped casting at me. I think he thought I was Darien, maybe. I do have my Darien mask on today, and just to be Halloween.
Now we're starting to get the big catfish rigs out, Jason. We were talking about that this morning. The big aluminum catfish boats. This is their mecca. It's like bass fishermen going to OHIV trying to catch the biggest bass of their life. These cat fishermen come to Wilson Lake, right here below Wheeler Dam in particular, from all over the country. You'll see tags in the parking lot up here, the Safety Harbor boat ramp from, I mean, all over. Not as many of them as I expected to see, to be honest. I really am surprised, Jason, we're not seeing the typical live bait crowd this morning. The aluminum boats
I know,
with
that's
the bait
what
tanks.
yeah.
Really, not as many of them. Really thought it'd be crowded with those guys. The fog might have kept them away for a little bit this morning.
Fog slowed them down. Yep.
Well, boys, I'm eating a pack of powdered donuts right now, watching Russ Lane and Chris Rutland swim a jig.
Apparently Darien's found somebody
sounds
that's
like a
not
good
at the
time.
dam.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice.
Chris
They've
Rutland
slowed
and
down, they
Kobe,
started flipping it now, but
Chris
they were
Rutland and Russ Lane have caught a few swimming a jig.
Yep.
Are they swimming grass?
They are swimming grass, and now they've turned back around. Now they're flipping it, and Chris is bombing a spook around in the back.
Darian, there's been 1 or 5 caught out of that grass before down here.
My comms cut out, Luke. I didn't hear what you were saying, but I was understanding you were going to say that you wish you had some of my powdered donuts right now.
I wish I had some of those powdered donuts and that I was swimming a jig.
Yeah, either one.
That sounds fun. I believe the team that we saw catch one was Johnny and Trent Surratt. Jason, I'm looking at the trackers and I'm
Okay.
looking at them now. I believe that was Trent and Johnny. They're kind of
Is
in
it
between
golf
you
that
and
they
I.
say is a game of inches?
Actually, I'm lying to you. Trent, yes,
Oh, go ahead.
it is. No, I think that's Trent and Johnny behind you now. Immediately to
Okay.
your right, Jason.
Yeah. Okay. Go right here.
That was not the team that we saw catch a fish. They're still up here by me. I'm not sure. We don't have a tracker on that team.
Luke, this will be the last thing I mention about food today, or breakfast, but can we get a
No, it
huge
won't.
shout out to
No, it
Jackson
won't.
Florence for opening at 4 a.m. on Saturday?
That's clutch.
That is very clutch. I'm not gonna lie, that's a top tier establishment. It opens at 4. I mean, I don't know if they did it specifically for me, but I mean, most fishermen swing through there and grab a biscuit. That's what you want.
You know, Darren, when I saw them open, I figured you had called them and asked them, because I was like, they're open. That's pretty cool.
Make a special request.
They probably have heard you on live ask for them to be open, and they have responded now.
I appreciate that, Jack.
Hey, once
Y'all
we did the Jack's
y'all ever wanna start
cheeseburger,
carrying y'all sweet tea, holler at your boy.
we did the Jack's cheeseburger taste test down there in Decatur. Darian gets whatever he wants because he was just all over it. All over it. Did Trent Surratt just say, excuse me, pardon me, coming through? Right there, Jason.
Do what?
He knows how to do this dance. I said, did Trent Surratt just say, excuse me, pardon me, coming through?
He said,
He knows how to dance
he said,
up
do
here.
you mind if I fish right here? And the
got
guy
one?
said,
Big one?
I mean, it don't really matter. Everybody else is doing it.
Big one? Yeah.
Then he said, are
Are
y'all
y'all
in
gonna
a
be staying
tournament?
around this area?
Listen,
Okay.
you got to really want to go bass
Yep.
fishing at the dam on Saturday to put up with this crowd if you're just out here trying to have a good time.
I think we can.
This is a beautiful lake with a
cut
lot
just
of
from
fish.
it for a few seconds.
He
We'll
just
be right
caught
back.
one too. You're local there, Jason. He caught something.
Oh, yeah. I'm not trying not to give him too much TV. He just threw it back and said, nah, don't need her. We do those all day long. It's time to shoot now, though.
You're getting closer. Jason, you're getting right to your left there, kind of in between you and I there. That's Jimmy Mason, David Pears. They're like 2 boats up from you there, I believe.
Yeah, I see them there. Guys, what's y'all's boat number? 19? Boat number 19. I believe. Is that Sim, isn't it? 98.
Yeah, Trent and Johnny were way down the
98.
list. We still got 27 behind us.
Yep, that's him.
Him back there, McCormick.
Trent and
right
Johnny.
here. They've caught a few bass up here before.
You think so, right?
Yeah, they've caught a few.
Oh, swinging the old ball and chain too.
Well, boys, they idled back here and made the first cast and caught one.
Any
That was
size?
a good move then.
Yeah, and it looks like a little far away, but it looks like a 3-pounder or so. He just held it up to us.
Jason and Darian, I feel like I'm watching a tennis match. Like my neck's gonna be sore from left and right, just trying to see if anybody's catching any fish and trying to stay out of the way. Johnny Surratt hooked up over there by you, looks like, Jason. Trent's not moving, so it must not be anything that they want to catch. Trent's like, Dad, you got it.
Trent's like, you got this jump.
Yeah, yeah. Take this trash fish.
Oh, Trent's hooked up.
When Trent worked his way in there, as I mentioned earlier, there's certain rocks, certain casts.
Yeah.
You know, it all looks the same, obviously, with the current, but there's a reason he wanted right there in that one gap that he could get in. Looks like a drum.
I was thinking that too.
From here.
Like, he
There's
didn't.
a reason he wanted in there.
He didn't say, hey, do you mind if I fish down 14 feet past you? Do you mind if I fish
Yeah,
right here?
that's right. Yeah, that's the deal. I will say, not a lot of catching going on. Catfish guy just netted one though, Jason. Catfish just came. One of the big cat boys just swung. I did see that in the distance. I'm not sure if Jared got that or not. The big blue cat. So far, we haven't seen anybody peel out. We've not seen a fight, and we've not seen anybody leave just yet.
Maybe we just stand up and say, all right, everybody rotate one spot.
Musical chairs. Start play the Benny Hill music.
Y'all get 15 minutes apiece and y'all gotta move.
Hooked up right here. Small keeper looks like, maybe. Same boat we saw catch a nice smallmouth earlier, Jared. Not sure who that is.
Luke, I got a trivia question for you, if you don't mind.
What's that, buddy?
I said I got a trivia question for you, if you don't mind.
Okay.
We're doing that?
I'm 31 years old, and I'm watching Russ Lane and Chris Rutland fish. How many years old would I have to live to catch as many fish as they've caught in their lives?
Well, you know, with modern science, Darian, I like to think you might could get to be 150 years old, and still then you would never, ever, ever catch as many bass as those guys have.
And that's if they stopped.
They got to stop. Yeah, they got to stop for you to have a chance, and they're not going to stop. Russ Lane's catching more bass than he has, I mean, in a long time this year, man. He's fishing absolutely on fire, mad at them.
Yep.
He has been very fired up this year. Jason, I think I'm going to take just a little drive past the chaos, just down here, kind of below the fast water. I see some teams on the tracker down there that will be in play today for sure, and I'll be back.
10-4, just let your foot off the gas, it'll go. Go into the box to make a little bait change, maybe. Well, while we've got just a little lull in the catching action here, we are going to keep the cameras rolling, but we're going to give you a little break here to grab a drink, give a little support to our sponsors. This is the ABT 100 last event of the season. We'll be right back.
The Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series, brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, and by McGraw-Webb Chevrolet.
The Shoals #1 hit music station.
Great ring. Very good.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Before there were hashtags, there were handshakes and shared stories. They gave us confidence to make our first cast and chase our dreams. They taught us to fish, and in the process, taught us about life. They taught us that success isn't just about reaching the top. It's about lifting others up. The future isn't just about selling tackle. It's about 3 simple words. Let's go fishing. Here's to the original influencers.
This is Jack's Country.
What up, DeBoer? Hey, Freeze, did you hear Jack's is making a coach's burger? I'm calling mine the DeBorbecue Bacon Burger.
No, that's really cute. Behold, the enormous Freeze with cheese.
May the best burger win.
Oh, it will.
Introducing the 3rd-pound Coach's Burgers. Big and bold barbecue bacon topped with crispy onions and the all-American burger with all the fixings. Because nothing unites more than food.
Freeze with cheese.
DeBorbecue.
Freeze with cheese.
DeBorbecue.
Freeze with cheese.
Welcome back to the Alabama Bass Trail Live, Wilson Lake, the Alabama Bass Trail 100 here at Wilson Lake. Thank you to the Florence Lauderdale Tourism Bureau for being our host this week. We're excited to be here. The great people at Waterfront Marina and Dry Storage being our host as well. A new location for us, a new lake for the Alabama Bass Trail. Wilson Lake is 15,000 acres. It is nestled sweetly between Wheeler Lake, Wilson Lake, and then Pickwick. So great to be here. 100 boats, $100,000 on the line, $25,000 going to the first place team, and only 2 points separate first and second in the points race. Justin Bussey and Ben Webb currently lead the points race. And then Zeke Gossett and Ethan King 2 points behind them. A devastating team as well when you look at the points race there. So looking forward to this. 25 pounds is the predicted weight that it is going to take for the win today. They can take home $25,000, and if they're in that Phoenix Bass boat, an additional $8,000. Someone could walk away with $33,000 on a $1,000 entry fee in a one-day tournament here in the great state of Alabama. We're excited to be here, excited to wrap up our 5th season on the Alabama Bass Trail 100. I do want to say we lost a very special member of our team this week. Mr. Terry Tucker passed away earlier this week. His funeral was yesterday. Really special man. If you got to know Terry, you loved him. He was great to our team. Also, I do want to say we received news yesterday that Miss Kathy Fennell, battling stage 4 cancer. Kathy Fennell is a legend in this industry, formerly with the FLW Tour and with FLW, now with MLF. Kathy, you are in our thoughts and prayers, and we know that you are a fighter and that you're going to make it through this. So our thoughts and prayers are to Kathy. She is a legend and an icon in this industry, one certainly to be looked up to. So Kathy, we are in this fight with you. We are going to get back out on the water as quickly as we can. There is a lot of traffic at the dam, and I want to say that because this is going to be a different kind of coverage than we've had in the past because there's so much traffic there. Our guys are trying to stay out of the way but still give you coverage, and so please be patient with them. We are only on till 11 o'clock today, so we are at a hard stop at 11 a.m. So unfortunately we had that 2-hour fog delay, but we're going to get you as much action as we can. I think Jason is still on a team. We're trying to get Luke and Darian up. If you are coming out, we will say weigh-in will be postponed 30 minutes, so our first flight will be due in at 3:30 instead of 3 o'clock today because we did have a 2-hour delay. So we will push back weigh-in till 3:30. It will start getting a little dark on us, but we will try our best to get everything wrapped up. We did have 10 to 12 teams that did not show up at this event for one reason or another, but we're still going to be paying out $100,000 to some lucky winners, pay down 20 places on this event. As you know, 2026 is sold out. We are excited to have that series sold out as well as our regular series, and we'll kick off next year at Smith Lake in Coleman, Alabama, our first time to visit that side of Smith Lake. So a lot of fun, exciting things going on with the Alabama Bass Trail, and it is really cool to wrap up a season and you know, kind of have a few weeks off. Not many, but a few weeks off. So I do want to thank everybody for watching. I know Angela's been monitoring things in the back office side of things. She's been answering your questions. I do want to address something that was said earlier on the live, talking about how foggy it was, and it indeed was foggy back in the creek. And that's why we asked the guys to idle out to the mouth of the creek and blasted them off from there. And I think you could have seen from our vantage point and from our camera that was on board with us that it was much clearer there. So we're going to go ahead and get back out on the water. I think Jason and Luke are available, so we're going to try to go ahead and get out on the water with them.
I hope so. We just caught up with. Go ahead, Jason.
Go, Luke. Go, Luke. You're good. You got a new team.
You're good, buddy. I'm with our ABT championship champs right here, Beck and Harvey, and they've already got a limit in the box for about 15 pounds. They said they had a feeding frenzy when they first pulled up, but it's kind of slowed for them. But being boat 82, they are not all the way at the concrete. They said they knew that they wouldn't get a shot at that. So they found something a little sneaky away from the crowd just a little bit. We can still see the crowd, but not right on top of everybody. And they got 15 pounds in the box.
We've moved down to Jimmy Mason and David Pear. Jimmy's taking off the boggin and trading out to the hat.
I just did the same. Warm it up. You know, momentum is a real thing in this sport. For sure, Jason, and especially when you get two massive tournaments on two bodies of water that you know very well. And Tony and Donnie won 50 grand on Wheeler 2 weekends ago and looking to add another 25 this weekend here on Wilson. And man, they won a lot of tournaments down here. That is for sure.
Talked to them earlier this week and I asked them if they'd already spent all the money, and they said they hadn't yet. So they just put it all in the bank. So they were going to buy some new electronics to upgrade some graphs and stuff, but hadn't fished any yet with new stuff. Just holding that money in the bank. So 50K in the bank's a pretty cool day.
Not a bad payday for 2 days of bass fishing. Another one of those Tennessee River hammers that has won plenty of money below this dam, especially this time of year. Nathan Martin just pulled up right in front of Donnie and Tony. See them over see Nathan, I believe Justin Lynch is his partner. He got in these ABT 100s just for this tournament specifically.
We're back in business, but we don't know a boat number run yet, but they're doing a little scoping down the lower end. Looks like there must be a pattern going on down here, Luke. The mouths of all these pockets and creeks, there's there's bluff walls on either side, so you got deep water around, and a lot of people are just scoping. You got some minnows, but pretty much everybody that's seen is on a jerkbait.
That's definitely a pattern that could play today. You know, if these folks at the dam were to somehow cancel each other out, I think that somebody could definitely win on the lower end of the lake. But man, 20 pounds is possible in a lot of areas down there. But getting to that, 22 to 25 pound mark down there can really, the best day of your life, you might not catch 25 pounds down there. I mean, everything's got to line up, but with the anglers we've got in this field, certainly anything's possible. I just heard so many guys this morning at the ramp, during the fog delay saying, well, I've got to go to the dam because if you don't go to the dam, you don't have a shot. I bet I had half the field say that this morning, and half the field came up here.
That's right.
Darian, you fished with me a few times down there on that lower end. It's loaded with bass. There are lots of fish on that end of the lake, to say the least.
Yeah, I've seen a couple bass get caught down here in my day. You never took me to any of the good stuff, but I heard that there was some good stuff down here.
Well, you're a certified poacher. Couldn't take you to the good stuff. Maybe you just come back the next day. Got another update for you guys. Elliot Galt just passed us. He has taken off the dinosaur costume. He did have on the inflatable dinosaur costume this morning at takeoff, and he does not have it on anymore as he just ran by us. So, I'm pretty upset about it, I'm not gonna lie. The dinosaur costume kept the vibe alive down there during the fog delay.
This stuff this morning. I really wish I could have seen it.
You were still asleep at that time, Darian?
Probably was. I'm gonna hop off of this blue boat and just hop us right over here to this white boat.
Guys, we're going to show you a fish catch right here that was captured by our Thompson Caterpillar drone. Something we don't always get to see, but Ben using some of our new technology with our drone to capture this fish catch, giving you all of the angles here on Alabama Bass Trail Live. We can't identify the team, but just showing you some of the new technology brought to you by Thompson Caterpillar. So super cool action there, Ben. Thanks for being on your feet, buddy. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, Luke and Darian, I think Ben's got the job for next year. We got to work harder today.
Yeah.
Got his own sponsor and everything.
Miss Kay's gave me, yeah, it's been a while since Miss Kay's gave me a solo shout out for doing a good job, so I got to step it up.
Have we already passed signing day? I don't even know. Oh, I guess she cut Luke already.
Yeah, she just cut Luke mid-string.
Ben's got that spot, I bet.
What up? Y'all got him? I'm gonna try to get right in the way. If they all cooperate down here, how much weight do you think you can catch on the lower end?
If they cooperate?
Yeah, that's the key though.
22.
Okay.
Cooked up. John Jack cooked up.
Yeah.
Strong kind. Strong species. Our camera died just a few minutes ago, and Donnie slipped in about a 3-pound smallmouth and immediately threw it back and said, that won't help. So let's have said they have 15 pounds. They might have north of that.
Luke and Jason are both on the at the tail race. You think there's so many boats up there that could cancel each other out and then somebody not win it up there, or you think it'll still be one of? Yeah. Boat number 9, Matt Adams and Jason Whitehead. Matt Adams has been on a pair this year. Luke, kind of what you were saying earlier. Matt just said if everything went perfect and all the fish cooperated, he thinks you have 22 pounds down here. But he's pretty confident. He thinks there'll still be one up at the tail race.
Yeah, it's just historically, man, it is hard to compete with this up here when it's firing at the times of year that it really goes down up here. Man, what really hurts the rest of the lake, and there's a great population of largemouth and smallmouth from dam to dam, but when you get up here below Wheeler, you just get really big smallmouth and really big largemouth. And all it takes is the 5 right cast. But they, on average, you know, you can get more bites down the lake for sure, but up here it's all about quality.
Did you say you had already talked to someone who had north of 15 pounds?
Yeah, we're with Donnie Beck, Tony Harvey right now, and they've got 15 in the box. But then they called a 3-pounder when our camera died, and they just immediately threw it back without even checking. So who knows? But now, an interesting thing, there was a big 2-day tournament here last weekend, a team trail championship. It took right around 24 and a half, 25 pounds a day to win that. Donnie and Tony finished second in that event. When we pulled up, Donnie said they caught all their fish as soon as they got here. The fish immediately fired. And he said last week, both days in that event, the weights they caught, they had by 9 o'clock both days. So he was saying the fog delay killed them, in his opinion, really hurt them. So he was grateful to have what he has. And from what swing and a miss for Donnie right there. From what we were told this morning, though, by some guys that were up here fishing before we blasted off, it wasn't foggy up here. And a lot of times I think fog, I hate fishing in the fog. Obviously, it's not safe to navigate in the fog, but I feel like fish don't bite well in the fog. But, you know, it gets daylight 6:45 or 7, so you got to think if there was an early morning feeding window, these fish bit. They fed up here while we were still sitting at Shoal Creek waiting on that fog to get out. So these guys kind of got the last little bit of that. Now you got the sun trying to come out. It'll get tougher up here. But where a team like this, and Beck and Harvey and so many others that are up here that have a lot of experience, is having that good limit in the boat, they've got the rest of the day to look for a couple really big fish. And, you know, how many rocks do these two guys have where they've caught fish over 5 pounds in their lives? But they've got several, so that's the advantage they have right now over so many teams. All right. Donnie and Tony are going to make a short move, and we're going to make a short move, guys. We'll be right back.
We're also going to push back into the back of this creek. Jason, we'll throw it to you for a second.
We'll be right here. No. Nice little drone shot again from Ben. Welcome back, Darian.
Thank you, thank you. This has got to be one of the prettiest properties of any house that we might have fished or covered in front of in the whole entire ABT. They've got this one big point, huge house. They got a basketball court on the very top, up on top of the hill. They don't have a boat dock though, which is throwing me off a little bit. I don't know if these people use the water or what, but they sure do have a pretty place. This is boat number 28, Jason Thomason, Timothy Hatcher. 28. Y'all got any good news for us? No, not at all. He said if they'll fire, they'll have 20-something in a hurry. So that's good news. Is there like a big school right here? Oh yeah, they're both shaking their heads and very aggressive. Interesting. So they're not even firing yet.
right, we're going to take another little quick break right here. This is the Alabama Bass Trail 100, last stop of the season from Wilson Lake. We will be right back. Don't go far. Back to the fish catching. We'll be right here.
The Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series is sponsored by Rapala, VMC, Southern Protection Agency, Crush City, and TH Marine.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
I leave nothing to chance when it comes to hooks. They are the most critical part of the equation.
This is truly the best hook I've ever used.
Thinner, stronger, slicker, all the pluses that you really want in a hook. That red line right in the roof of her mouth, exactly where you want to get them.
When you have the opportunity to create something good, you might as well make this great. And I think that's what we did with the Red Line series of hooks.
In the relentless pursuit of domination on the water, one name stands above the rest. TH Marine's Atlas Jackplate. The power behind champions since 2007. The driving force that propels you to victory. More winners choose Atlas. For the fisherman who demands the best, Atlas delivers. Because every move counts. More winners choose Atlas.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
Welcome to Minnow King. How can I help you?
Everything looks good. I'm friggin' starving, man. Been spawning all morning.
Ugh, TMI, bro. What do you want?
I'll take a Crush City freeloader and gizzard shad.
Anything to drink.
Water.
Pull ahead, please. Welcome to Minnow King.
We're gonna have what he's had. Yeah, throw me in a Ned BLT, too.
Pull ahead, please.
Calm down. Quit feeding so much.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm trying to, man.
If you overfeed him, he's gonna hide under a log.
This is Jack's Country, where breakfast always rides shotgun. Introducing the new Jack's Big Country Breakfast Burrito. Fresh eggs, bacon, hash browns, and our famous sausage gravy all wrapped up and ready to roll. It's a breakfast worth saving a seat for. We're Jack's, and we're all about the South.
Welcome back to Wilson Lake, the ABT 100 finale for this 2025 season, our last Alabama Bass Trail 2025. And we have caught up with two good old Tennessee boys, Jason Smith, Jason Niederkress. They have caught a bass or two on this pond. Slow start for them so far this morning. Lost a big one right before we pulled up, hoping we can bring them some luck. They fished against a lot of teams that are in this event, and every event that they fish down here, but rarely 25,000 on the line. It is crowded up here around Wheeler Dam. everybody's kind of starting to settle into where they're going to be. Everybody's getting along so far. Seem to be. Jason, welcome back. Welcome back, Jason. I'm covering two Jasons right now. This is going to get confusing.
Guess what?
All the Jasons. What's that, buddy?
Half the field's still here.
Yeah, that's what
So
it's odd. Normally you start seeing people peeling out by now, but I think that that late storm's got everybody thinking you better stay put.
Is this one of those situations where it's either won or lost at the dam?
Well, Nathan Brewer, who just finished up that championship down there on Wheeler in the top 5, he spent a lot of time on these lakes below these dams, won a ton of money. He's won an ABT down there on Pickwick as well. And he told me this week, he said, people say we're either heroes or zeros. And that is true, man. You can be within 10 feet of the winning fish and come in with nothing a lot of times up here. You know. But
yeah,
again,
haven't seen much fish catching at all.
Who makes the right 5 casts? Interesting. It is slow.
But you know, it's kind of like it was a couple weeks ago. And we were at the dam on the winners, and they didn't really have much of a bite at all. And then we left, and they turned up and really had a good day. Ended up winning it all at that point.
That's right.
So it could happen
It's
quick.
never going to be fast and furious. Yeah, it's never going to be fast and furious up here. You know, what Jared and I were talking about. You know, it's just that quantity, the quantity of quality fish up here, I should say. When you get a bite, it's a good one typically, right? But at the same time, it is hard to get 5 bites some days. And look, you can see why. You got trolling motors buzzing around. There's always so much pressure up here. These fish are very educated. They get fished for 365 days a year. So they've got to be in the right mood for you to be able to catch a big bag.
We got our first one bailing on us today. And there was one less team at the dam. We got plenty of teams. We'll move on to the next one here. So we're still on boat 42. David Pear and Jimmy Mason.
Boys, we're all the way at the up dam. Right here, there's some live scoping going on. And actually, right behind us, Russ and Chris just pulled up behind us. So we've got two guys scoping right here at the other end of the lake.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I figured there'd be 98 of them up here.
Old drummer.
All right, we're going to take another quick break. We are still going to be live when we come back. The ABT 100. We'll be right back.
Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series is brought to you by Garmin, Powerpole, Mountain Dew, Strike King, and Lose.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
I want to talk to you about Piranha 02.
This is the exact system that we are running behind stage in all of our tanks to keep our fish healthy and alive so we can get them back in the water.
Every dead fish costs you a lot of money. So I've been really impressed. It's an oxygen enrichment system that helps out, keeps these fish alive, and lets you catch and release them.
Weight is the key in tournament fishing, so take care of it. Go to Piranha 02 and take a look.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Otten, Head Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. This is just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
Barbecue.
Freeze with cheese.
The barbecue.
Freeze with cheese.
Introducing the third-pound Coach's Burgers. Choose from the big and bold barbecue bacon or the classic All-American. They're Coach's Burgers because nothing unites more than food.
May the best burger win.
Oh, it will.
The Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series brought to you by Halo Fishing, NetBait, Bait Fuel, and Snagproof.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
I want to talk to you about Piranha 02.
This is the exact system that we are running behind stage in all of our tanks to keep our fish healthy and alive so we can get them back in the water.
Every dead fish costs you a lot of money. So I've been really impressed. It's an oxygen enrichment system that helps out, keeps these fish alive, and lets you catch and release them.
Weight is the key in tournament fishing, so take care of it. Go to Piranha 02 and take a look.
At Southern Protection Agency, we're dedicated to providing top-notch security with a personal touch. Whether it's uniformed security, traffic control, or law enforcement services, we've got you covered. Contact us today for a free quote. Your safety is our priority.
Ooh, I love it.
Let's go. I think we should get some more.
Let's go!
And she got it good too. T-boned it.
Let's go!
I love it.
Cheers!
Let's go.
This is Jack's Country.
What up, DeBoer? Hey, Freeze. Did you hear Jack's is making a coach's burger? I'm calling mine the DeBorbecue Bacon Burger.
No, that's really cute. Behold, the hunormous Freeze with cheese.
May the best burger win.
Oh, it will.
Introducing the 3rd-pound Coach's Burgers. Big and bold barbecue bacon topped with crispy onions, and the all-American burger with all the fixings. Because nothing unites more than food.
Freeze with cheese.
DeBorbecue.
Freeze with cheese.
DeBorbecue.
Freeze with cheese.
Welcome back to the Alabama Bass Trail 100 live here at Wilson Lake, Florence, Alabama. And unfortunately, our live coverage is a little short today just because of a 2-hour fog delay. And I think it changed things quite a bit for the anglers trying to get that early morning bite. We do apologize for that, but unfortunately there is nothing we can do about it. It is about our anglers' safety as well as our team and making sure that they go out and come back in to this tournament safely. So we're going to get on the water. Jason, I know your time on the water has been brief this morning. Outside of a lot of fog, what have you seen up at the dam?
You know, I saw a lot of boats, really, Miss Kay. We saw a lot of teams make this run all the way here to the dam. And as far as we can look, at one point, we probably had more than half the field here. And what just happened in our last break, we had a couple teams leave, and the Surratts kind of moved in, and a couple other teams kind of got dialed in on their spot. I feel like these guys are here to stay. They lost some time fishing here. They're not going to leave it. They're going to stay here and fish it out, because this is where they're going to get the win. So this right here is where they're hoping it's going to go down today, where we've heard it's going to go down today, shooting for that over 23 pounds probably, if it really plays out like we think it should. So I do want to say one thing before we cut off today. It's been a great year. I do want to appreciate my camera guy, Mr. Russell here. It's been awesome all year long. Miss Kay, thank you for letting us do this. Thank you to the anglers for allowing us to film, and thank you for you folks at home that have been just hanging with us all year. We do appreciate that. It's been an awesome year. We look forward to getting back to it next year. Darian, what about you?
I don't normally do this on a wrap-up, but could we actually pan over to Russ Lane? This would be a little annoying, but they actually just caught 2 fish, and the one that Chris is putting in the box right now was causing absolute mayhem. But that actually just leads me right to my wrap-up, which is there's been a constant on the lower end. We saw Zeke and Ethan start this morning out on the main river, fishing kind of the mouths of these pockets. There's a bunch of pockets on the lower end, and there's a lot of teams live scoping right at the mouth of the pockets. And then as you go back into the pockets, there's a ton of bait in the back. You've got guys fishing shallower, and Russ and Chris were kind of doing both of that earlier. They started the mouth, live scoping around, and then push back, fishing grass, fishing docks, and just that bait that's pushing into the back of the backs of the pockets and creeks. So definitely a lot of pattern stuff going on down here. Like Matt Adams said earlier, don't know if you could win doing it. He said if everything was perfect, he thinks 22 pounds might be possible, but if y'all know tournament bass fishing, things don't typically go perfect. But anyhow, it's going to be an interesting weigh-ins for sure. Missing the morning bite for the guys up at the dam, it's going to be interesting to see if they can hold out to the end and bring in that 25 pounds is what some people are saying it's going to take to win. So we will see how that goes. Just to reiterate off what Jason said, it's been an awesome year. Me and Kenny ran it back for, 13, 14 tournaments this year and had a really good time. So thanks everybody for watching, everybody that comments on the lives and shares the videos. We really appreciate that. And I'm signing out for the year. Luke, over to you.
Well, guys, I want to start by saying how awesome it is to be on this lake for an ABT event. Man, I grew up here. Every bank on this lake, I feel like, it's got a memory on it for me. So it's very cool to be here today, getting to do this, and to get to see so many local legends and absolute fish catchers all duking it out for $25,000. And like you guys said, I really believe it will come down to staying power at the dam and who can make those right 5 casts. Teams like Trent and Johnny Surratt, they know that at any moment it can happen. But also you've got a team like Beck and Harvey who slid just a little bit away from the crowd to a little sneak spot, caught them 5 very quick this morning. Will they be able to upgrade with more sneak spots? That's a team that could be very, very dangerous with this short day. So it's definitely going to be something to watch as we head into weigh-in this afternoon. I want to echo what Jason and Darian said. Thanks to our incredible crew, my man Jared for putting up with me all year in the boat. for Noah for getting those amazing still shots, and really for Miss Kay for just putting up with us. Miss Kay, we're going to have a barn burner weigh-in this afternoon.
As the guy said, it has been a phenomenal year on the Alabama Bass Trails, not without its struggle. And I say trails because we have our regular ABT and we have our ABT 100. It has not been without its fireworks. It has not been without some sadness. But that's what being in a part of the Alabama Bass Trail family is about. We've lost a couple of anglers this year that were near and dear to our hearts. But we've also seen some babies be born into the Alabama Bass Trail. So that's what it's about, is being part of the Alabama Bass Trail family. And I can't say enough about the team that puts these events on. Angela's back at home working, the guys out on the water, the guys that are building the stage, the camera guys, the guys back in Sylacauga that are producing this live for you each morning and each afternoon. It takes a village to take care of the Alabama Bass Trail, and we have one of the best. To the family of Terry Tucker, we are with you today, and to Miss Kathy Fennell, you are in our thoughts and prayers, and we appreciate everything you've done for bass fishing, and we continue to support you from a distance. Everybody, I do want to remind you, the weigh-in is going to be 30 minutes later today. We'll start at 3:30. All of the flights are being bumped back 30 minutes. We will start 3:30 at the weigh-in here at Waterfront Marina and Dry Storage. If you are coming out, please bring your lawn chairs. There's no bleacher seating or anything like that here, but we have enjoyed being here. Thank you to the great people at Waterfront Marina and Dry Storage. Thank you to Florence Lauderdale Tourism. Brody was out here earlier this morning, and due to the fog, he did not get to see takeoff because we had to go so far out into the lake to get a clear spot for us to release. Thank you, Brody Gravitt. Thank you, everyone here at the City of Florence, for helping us take care of this. Thank you to the Alabama Bass Trail team for making this a phenomenal year. We will see you back here on Alabama Bass Trail Live at 3:30 this afternoon, straight from Florence, Alabama. Y'all have a great day.
Is sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, VMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, TH Marine, American Baitworks, and Sweet Home Alabama. Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series is brought to you by Garmin, Power Pole, Mountain Dew, Strike King, and Lose.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
I want to talk to you about Piranha 02.
This is the exact system that we are running behind stage in all of our tanks to keep our fish healthy and alive so we can get them back in the water.
Every dead fish costs you a lot of money. So I've been really impressed. It's an oxygen enrichment system that helps out, keeps these fish alive. Now lets you catch and release them.
Weight is the key in tournament fishing, so take care of it. Go to Piranha 02 and take a look.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, and Kerry. Let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
Barbecue.
Freeze with cheese.
Barbecue.
Freeze with cheese.
Introducing the third-pound Coach's Burgers. Choose from the big and bold barbecue bacon or the classic All-American. The Coach's Burgers, because nothing unites more than food.
May the best burger win.
Oh, it will.